Welcome to the deep dive. We're here to really get under the hood of complex topics, pull out what you need to know. And today, well, we're looking at something maybe lurking right on your own computer, a hidden vulnerability in, believe it or not, WinRAR. Almost everyone's used it, right? So in this deep dive, we'll unpack how a pretty sophisticated hacking group actually exploited this flaw. We'll look at what the danger really was and, most importantly, what you need to do, like right now, to stay safe. Okay, so let's get into it. WinRAR. Zipping files, unzipping files. Seems so simple. How could that be a hidden threat?
It's a great question. And it really highlights something bigger, This isn't just about WinRAR itself. It's a reminder about vulnerabilities in any software that millions of people use. It shows how much we need to stay vigilant, really.
Right. But still, a critical flaw in WinRAR. It sounds weird. I mean, back in the day, everyone had it. It was just there. You installed it and forgot about it. So how does a simple compression tool become, well, dangerous? What was this vulnerability?
Yeah, it's surprising because it's so common. So this specific flaw, it's got an official name, CVE 2025-80088. That's just how researchers track these things. And it was what's called a directory traversal issue.
Directory traversal. Okay, what does that mean in plain English?
Basically, think of it like this. An attacker could make a special zip file or RAR file. And when you, the user, went to open it, it could trick WinRAR. It would force WinRAR to put a malicious file somewhere completely different on your system.
Somewhere different, like not in the folder I picked.
Exactly. Not where you intended. And crucially, they could target critical system folders, like, for instance, the Windows startup directory.
Oh, okay, that sounds bad. If something lands in the startup folder.
Right. It runs automatically when you log in.
Well, so this wasn't just in the latest WinRAR then?
No, this was in older versions. And related tools, too, like the Windows versions of RAR, UNRAR, even the unrar.dl library file. The good news is it has been fixed. It's patched in WinRAR version 7.13.
Okay, so a file ending up in the wrong place.
That doesn't sound huge at first, but dropping it in the startup folder, that bypasses everything, doesn't it? It gives the attacker a way in without you even clicking anything after that initial unzip.
Precisely. It's a clever way to gain execution. And, well, that leads us straight to the really scary part.
Which is?
Remote code execution. RCE.
Okay, RCE. I've heard that term. That's the goal for hackers, isn't it?
It really is. By getting their malicious program into that startup folder, using this WinRAR flaw, it runs automatically next time you log on. That gives the attackers a high level of control over your machine.
A high level of control. What can they actually do with that?
Oh, pretty much anything they want. They could steal your personal information bank details, passwords, documents. They could install ransomware, lock up all your files, and demand money.
Wow.
Or they could even just add your computer to a botnet.
A botnet, like an army of hacked computers. Exactly. Used to launch bigger attacks on other targets. So yeah, RCE is highly dangerous. It's basically game over for your system's security at that point.
Game over. Okay, that really puts it in perspective. This wasn't just some theoretical bug then. People were actually doing this.
Yeah, unfortunately. It was being actively exploited.
So who was behind it? Who is using this WinRAR flaw?
The group identified is known as RomCom. They're believed to be a Russian hacking group. They go by other names too. Storm 0978, Tropical Scorpius, UNC 2596. Security firms track them under various labels.
RomCom. Okay. And they were using this WinRAR bug?
Yes, actively. They were using it in targeted phishing campaigns.
Phishing, so like tricking people into opening malicious files.
Exactly. They'd send an email with a crafted archive file exploiting this WinRAR vulnerability. And RomCom, they're known for using zero-day vulnerability.
0 days. Those are the ones nobody knows about yet, right? Except the hackers.
Precisely. Flaws that the software maker, in this case WinRAR, doesn't know about and hasn't fixed, makes them incredibly effective. RomCom combines these 0 days with their own custom malware.
And their goal is usually
Data theft, often financial data, or deploying ransomware. They've been linked to some pretty major cybercrime operations before.
That's quite the adversary. Targeting something as common as WinRAR makes you think, what else is out there?
It does. They look for wide impact. Popular software gives them that. And that brings us to the really crucial point for everyone listening.
Okay, so what does this mean for me, for you, for anyone who might have WinRAR installed? What can we actually do?
Right. Well, here's the unique challenge with WinRAR. Unlike, your phone apps or Windows Update, WinRAR does not automatically update itself.
Wait, really? It doesn't auto-update even now?
Nope. It just sits there. Whatever version you installed is probably the version you still have, unless you manually updated it.
Huh. I guess I just assumed. So that means if you have an older version.
You're still vulnerable. Exactly. It puts the burden of protection squarely on the user. It's up to you.
So what's the advice then? Just uninstall it.
You could, but if you use it, the clear advice from security researchers is you need to immediately and manually download the latest version, that's version 7.13 or newer, and make sure you get it from the official WinRAR website. Don't just grab it from anywhere.
Official website. Got it. Manually update.
Yep. That proactive step, doing it yourself, it's really the only way to be sure your system isn't exposed to this specific attack anymore.
Wow. Okay. So on one side, you have this like sophisticated Russian hacking group using 0 days. And on the other side, the solution is go to a website and click download.
Pretty much. It sounds simple, almost too simple maybe, given the threat.
Yeah, but essential. So the takeaway is check your WinRAR version. If it's not 7.13 or later, update it manually now.
Absolutely. It's a small action that closes a potentially very dangerous door.
It really makes you think, though, doesn't it, this whole situation?
It does. It's this constant dance, between software makers fixing things, researchers finding flaws, attackers exploiting them, and then us, the users. Especially with these older tools, these ubiquitous programs that maybe don't have all the modern bells and whistles like auto updates, it kind of forces you to ask, where does our own responsibility for our digital safety really begin and end in today's world? Something to think about.